Right.
And I'm not gonna ask you to reinvent an ArtPrize. Actually, one of the things, just sort of investigating it this week, that I was surprised you did was that you've added the 6 juried prizes on top of the popular prizes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this, Paddy, but during the Twitter thing, Bill Pajita asked, "Is it just a yes or no vote? Do people have to explain their votes?" And you said, we figured out that there's a place to comment on your vote, but there is no requirement to explain your vote. And I think he was, when I saw that, I thought, wow, that's a really perceptive question. Because what Bill was saying was, people, just saying yes or no, I like that, that's not enough. That's not actually, any sort of participation versus, to explain yourself. But I understand that, the voting and having all these people voting is really important, Kevin. And, that's galvanizing to have this big community of people show up and to, ask them to each write a paragraph on why they're voting would basically end the fun, right? However, the Iowa... I was just going to say the Iowa caucuses is a great model of popular vote where people get together and they talk about what they're doing, and when people realize they've added their vote to somebody who can't possibly win, they can be won over by people who are still in the game. So there's ways of turning the voting into something that actually reflects the way people are won over in art.
I mean,
but I think part of that might be the sort of seeing it from afar and being here, because there's a tremendous amount of discussion about what people are voting for and why, and there's a lot of really heated debate, and it's everything from people that don't know why they do or don't like something because they're sort of really new at looking at contemporary art, down to some really intelligent, critical discussions about the artwork and the platform itself. And we've done a lot to try to foster and enable that kind of debate that happens within the city. And I'm not ashamed to admit that we want that to happen within the city, within the event. And some of it does happen online, obviously, but that is part of the vision of the whole thing, is to create this event where the downtown of this city for those weeks is just kind of this crucible of debate and discussion about what art is and what art can be and how things are working and how things aren't working.